Hey y'all, welcome in, welcome back. If you're new or just passed through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie if you're returning. Welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them and I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the past, present, or the future. Take what's yours. Leave everything else behind. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. My books are always open. I hope you guys are doing good and feeling good. I hope you guys are gearing up for an amazing weekend, whatever you guys have planned. I'm just like thinking of all the stuff. I got a lot of stuff to finish doing today because I have a really busy day tomorrow. Yeah. And it's funny because I've been looking forward to tomorrow like for weeks now. So I'm excited for the weekend. I hope you are too, and I hope you're doing really well today whenever this happens to catch you. Alright, so let's jump in. I've been shuffling up my triple deck really well. Let me do major arcana. So the way that I use my triple deck, I pull out all of the major arcana and they're separate, and then minor arcana is all bunched together. I start the story off with the minor and then we clarify with the majors to kind of get the details, the fine details. Let's jump in. I'm going to do the big spread as I normally do with this particular deck, and let's see what Spirit wants to pull out today. Well, usually the second reading of the day ends up being like a part 2, and of course the first person that jumps out is this gnarly ass mother figure that we were just talking about. Oh, damn. Wow. This energy looks like, normally when the court cards come out, I don't generally take the court cards as people initially when they first jump out. I look at them more as the energy that they represent, less about the people. But it looks like somebody here is not doing so hot, and it's interesting. I'm looking. I see a few different things here. So it kind of looks like somebody here who is. Damn, I heard struggling. The way that I heard it was struggling to meet the promised land. Don't really know what that means. Because it looks like someone here is, I feel like they've been doing a lot of work trying to obtain like 10 of Cups, but it kind of feels like there's clear sign that they're not actually getting what they want, or they're not, I don't know. Okay, so you know how when I talk about like it's really important to understand what your 10 of Cups is and what it looks like, right? Because your 10 of Cups is not going to look like my 10 of Cups, and most times, especially people who watch tarot and they all know what the 10 of Cups means, but because they may not have an actual clear picture of what that means to them individually, what happens is you get a glimpse of little pieces. Like it's almost like being microdosed your happiness because you haven't actually defined it. So that's one component here. And it feels like somebody is kind of giving up. Like it feels like they've been. It's interesting because it kind of looks like while they're trying to work towards this 10 of Cups, they haven't actually been taking the steps that are necessary in order to obtain it. They've been so focused outwardly. It's like they're worried about everything and everybody else, but not really focusing there. And I do feel like this person has largely been carrying the burdens of other people, but it's kind of weird because this feels like just being focused on things external to them. Focusing outward on things that really don't have any value. And what it looks like, it just kind of looks more like somebody wishing, hoping, and praying for the 10 of Cups to just magically appear. But then realizing that they're starting to lose things. They're losing their stability. They're losing the sense of stability. But they haven't actually been working towards it. And I think here's the thing. And this is the reason why it's important to understand what your 10 of Cups looks like. What you need in order to be happy and to feel emotionally satisfied and have your emotional needs taken care of and to, your well-being and all that. Like, it's very important that you have a healthy understanding of what that is. Because this almost looks as if somebody is... It's like keeping up with the Joneses. It's for the wrong reasons. I don't know. I'm just like, look, I'm like, this is... And it becoming very abundantly clear to this person that what their image of happiness is, it doesn't quite... Well, one, the image of happiness that they have in their head, it doesn't quite match up to what their reality is for them. And again, I'm getting the sense of something about the superficiality of it. Because this feels like someone, in a sense, there's like a sense of entitlement to like living this. It's weird. It's like, I have a sense of entitlement to living this really good life and having the picture perfect life, right? But because I'm focused on things that are actually of no value to me, where your mind goes, your energy flows. Because I'm focused outwardly on all these other things that really don't have anything to do with my 10 of Cups, I'm kind of seeing the fruits of my unproductive labor. Does that make sense? Because usually when cards come out in the reverse, I also like to think of like what would need to happen in order to flip them, or what possibly happened in order for them to come out in the reverse. And I can clearly see like this person's just been grinding their wheels trying to keep up with the Joneses and have this appearance of, oh, I have a perfect life, when the reality is it ain't really, what they've created isn't really sustainable, because they haven't actually put in the effort or taken the time to kind of get a real good hold on what the 10 of Cups means. The reality is there's a loss of stability, or they're not all that stable, or what the motivation is superficial. And because it's kind of like somebody who doesn't also have the ability to create anything. They're not doing the work, and they almost kind of expect like their stability to be on the back of someone else. That's what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, and they're like, child, this person just knew they were going to get the Ten of Cups. And again, there's like this weird hyperfixation on maybe this person. Okay, because I'm like, I don't know. Maybe this person, I'm getting an energy like somebody who may have grown up like poor. And so they really worry about, I understand that. People who grew up poor or grew up in poverty or, you know, with heavy poverty consciousness, they worry about going back to that place because it's very uncomfortable. Wow. And here it's almost like somebody can, this is like it almost feels like a revelation of somebody kind of like seeing that, because this feels like seeing very clearly like what they were maybe going after or what they were thriving for. I don't know, it's superficial. It's for the wrong reasons. It's very, very shallow. There's an energy of somebody seeing an individual who is very shallow. Like they don't go very deep. They're only focused on how things look on the outside. But this also feels like a realization. It's almost like, damn, I spent all this time focusing on the wrong shit, and really I should be focusing on like literally being honest with myself about what it is that I want, and the fact that I haven't actually taken any action towards it. So yeah, if you're experiencing some instability or losses financially, it's mainly because you might have latched onto something, latched onto a reality that isn't in alignment with reality. I'm like, okay, where does the collective come into this? What did I say in the last reading? I was like, there's something about this mother energy. Now, I will say I do have counterparts out here, so it could literally be, it could be anybody. Now, see, last reading, I was using the Kipperish deck. I was using my Kipper Lenormand. Now I'm using tarot, and I am getting the same message. I am getting the same messaging here. So, because this is you right here. Because all the other people out here are just, they're in the reverse. They're all distorted. This is you here, Queen of Cups in the upright. I love this. Oh, I love this. I'm going to tell you how it circles back. And then we come back up here. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you may have been connected to someone. And this could be, literally, this could be anybody. You could have been connected to somebody who was, we'll say, emotionally unavailable and also emotionally manipulative. You may have, and I kind of think it's more than one person, because you're out here as the Queen of Cups. So whether you're masculine or feminine, you're showing up as the Queen of Cups. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You're very, you're all that in a bag of chips. You are emotionally available. You love big. You love hard. You're a sweetheart. Everybody knows that, right? But I think, because for me, this kind of feels like this is we're going to start over here. This feels like the reality. The light bulb goes on, right? And I did say this in yesterday's reading, like at one point you may have been codependent on either your family dynamic or a parent or something like that. You may have been codependent at one point. But the reason why, and I don't look at it as a bad thing, because the reason why you were in that energy is because this individual or some other people had a hand in kind of creating a dynamic to where they put themselves in a position where you did need them. You needed them, or they at least made you believe that you needed them in order for like your survival or something, right? Oh, I love this, but I'm like, because the Ace of Swords is out here twice, so I'm like, but it kind of looks like here where you make a discovery at some point, you recognize where, you know, the loyalties that you may have given towards certain people, you're seeing very clearly that you didn't necessarily get the same kind of loyalty in return. It does feel like surface level. It's like, again, like it's like keeping up with the Joneses. So wow, because I can tell you, like if we're talking family, if we're talking a family dynamic, this is energy that I don't really get a sense of loyalty. Like definitely somebody here who's not a team player. So even with all the love and shit that you pour out, it's kind of like you're pouring out to these people. And this is by you clear, because I can see, you can clearly see it. There's no more illusion, no more confusion. You may have even made you second guess a lot. Like you're like, what? I'm doing all this and I'm showing up and I'm being present, but I'm still feeling like this cups. I don't know. This doesn't feel right. So while you may have felt this disharmony or the fact that these people weren't like really, like you show up for them but they're not really fucking with you like that, they don't show up for you in the same way, and it may have taken you a little while to figure that out. You loved on these people hard until you didn't. Until you didn't. And I feel like I think you tried a lot. Like over and over again, repetitively. Like even when it felt like you're like, oh God, I feel like I don't want to do this anymore. But it feels like no matter what you did, you weren't able to actually stabilize any of those relationships, any of those connections. You haven't been able to actually stabilize them. Regardless of, and then the thing is that regardless of how you felt, like you had love for these folks, but it, you know, like I say all the time, like when you wake up and you see stuff, you can't unsee it. Like you literally couldn't unsee it. When you recognize, like, wait, I'm pouring in all of this like effort and love, and I'm showing up and I'm doing all this, and the people that I'm showing up for, they don't really show up for me like that. They may act like it, you know, for the gram. They may show up and make it seem like, oh, I'm the family man. I'm the family woman. You know, I'm whatever. But that's not really what you were getting. That's not really what you were getting. And so you managed to get away from that. Or at least not allowing it to live rent-free in your head. Because you see the truth. Okay. And I do feel like you may still have love for folks. I see it here. You still have love for them, but you see them for the disloyal people that they are. You see it. I'm like in two places. Actually three. You see it. And they all connect. That's why I love these cards. Yeah. You're like, no. And then also it's kind of like you may have shown up in this full I'm in my mind's eye, I can kind of see a Care Bear, like you just show up with all this love and everything, but then you recognize, and you may have also recognized just how little people were, like how little people were like really showing up for you. It's a weird energy out here, people not really showing interest in understanding or knowing who you really are. Because sure, you could be related to people and still not know them. Does that make sense? Like, you could be related to people and see them all the time and still not know them. I can clearly see that folks do not really know you. They don't really know you. Oh, and then you got people over here telling lies about you. Wow. So you've had people, oh, that's what it is. So your family, you got some family members here who have actually, this could be like, you know, this could be like your cousins and stuff like that. If you've got siblings, it could be siblings too, but like this feels like cousins or whatever. It's like you loving on these people, and these people are in like direct competition with you. That's crazy. Then you got somebody over here spreading lies about you, but you're not even present to like defend yourself. Intuitively, you may already be aware of it. You're not, and the funny part about it is like you're not even tripping. You see these people very, very clearly. You see them all very clearly. And you know what? They're jealous. Here's the thing. You know why they're jealous? They're jealous of like your determination. Like maybe you're somebody, I think I talked about this yesterday, like you're somebody, you create shit out of dust. They don't know how you do that. That's a gift. That truly is a gift. Oh, that's crazy. So we have people out here spreading rumors and gossip and lies about you. Oh, that is so funny. Okay. I see a lot. Now, remember, I think in the last reading I was talking about somebody, they were trying to affect like your work and your relationships. I see that out here now. I do see there's an energy out here, and intuitively you may be aware of it. You may already know about it, so it's like you, and that's part of the reason why you stay several steps ahead of whoever's trying to do anything against you. One, they don't really know what you're doing because you don't really talk about it. You just do, right? It's like you're minding your business. It's like you have this, because the energy, it feels very like, it feels like it's motivation. But whatever you do, I feel like you enjoy it. And even if whatever you do is kind of like off the beaten path, you do something very unusual, like you know that you love it, you know that you're good at it. And no, you're not defending yourself against anybody else who is like a naysayer. You don't give a shit what they say. Like literally, you don't care. Now, remember when I first said the very first line we talked about somebody here who have been, thinking that they're working towards 10 of Cups, but then they're not actually doing anything to obtain the 10 of Cups. They're not really doing anything to make themselves stable or anything like that. They're doing things for the look of it. They're doing things of a superficial nature, right? It's funny because now I feel like there's an energy, like they've found themselves in a position where they actually may need some assistance. And here, it almost feels they're unhappy about the situation that they're in. But now this looks like somebody wanting to come towards you with some kind of an apology to get themselves out. It's like somebody wanting to approach you with an apology because they found themselves in a bind. And they believe that you have the ability to help them because, like, you're in a solid, stable space. So they think that you should be able to help them. Like, how come you don't just offer? You should be able to help them, right? But I'm gonna go back up here, just like I said before. I honestly don't think, based on the fact that whoever you've been dealing with, because I see where they've tried to slow you down. I will say this, nothing that they've done has actually worked. So we know that. You're not slowing down. They're not affecting your work. They're not affecting your ability to be successful or anything like that. You're being protected. You know what I'm saying? They may have tried to slow you down, but it's like they tried to slow you down, but they really haven't. They really haven't. Now, the other thing is, too, I think when they come in, they're probably going to be a little upset because I feel like they want you to let your guard down, right? You probably won't. And I'm saying that because you're aware of the disloyalty. So I kind of feel like I'm just on this side. It's kind of like the knowing that somebody's been disloyal to you, or you know that somebody's been working against you, ain't going to make you feel all that generous. Like, it would be foolish of anyone, if you're watching, it would be foolish of anyone from my family to come asking me for any kind of help, because you will leave that conversation with your feelings hurt. If a conversation is even had, you'll get your feelings hurt. So save yourself some humiliation and don't do it. Imagine being disloyal to me and then expecting loyalty and assistance. You got me all fucked up. I don't think the collective is going for that. Look at that. Rejection, a lack of success. Listening to your intuition, because you know that all this woman, mother figure, you probably got her blocked, and you know that the only reason why she's coming towards you is because she's looking at your 10 of Pentacles. She's looking at your stability and your ability to create stability. That's what she got her eye on. So maybe if I come forward, maybe if I come rushing in and I offer you a cup, I offer you my cup, you'll be gullible enough to fall for it. Baby, you're blocked. So, yeah. Oh, karma, reap what you sow. Yeah, and they're getting karma for whatever I said. They were spending so much time focusing outward, focusing on, I want to say they were pocket watching. I feel like they've been paying more attention to what money is going into your pockets than paying attention to their own success or whatever. Ooh, and if they have poorly invested in something that they shouldn't have been, there's some, I don't know, this kind of feels like there could be some risk of incarceration. This could be spiritual jail, doesn't have to necessarily be like physical jail. But if this is physical jail, it has something to do with being in competition for a large sum of money. Yeah. Oh, so somebody here, yeah. That's the only reason why I'm telling you. I said over a large sum of money. I was just looking at the Ten of Pentacles, but now I have the Ace of Pentacles out here again. So now this person is dealing with some type of poverty consciousness. There's the potential here of somebody losing their home. Here's the truth and the truth. Somebody's like you. I don't know what they did, but you got out. I said it yesterday. I was like, you got away right on time. Like when you decided to sever ties and cut away and keep moving, you did it right at the right time. You did it at the right time. Because if you had been around while they were going through all this, you'd be sucked right into that shit. And so whatever action this person took, revolving around this Ace of Pentacles, see, there's a lie. They lied about you. But here's the truth about the disloyalty and how you... Okay, I remember I said it in the last read. I've said in the last like 3 or 4 readings. It has something to do with your state of mind. Your emotions. I don't know what this is. Yeah, so they're oh, let me tell you, she is so unhappy. This is your friends. Your family is involved in this. The top of the row is the Ten of Cups in the upright. The bottom of the row is the Ten of Cups in reverse. This has something to do with your family, and they are not happy. Especially if you got somebody blocked, child, they not happy about that. They're not happy. It's almost like, oh my God, collective blocked me. What do I do? I'm stuck. I'm not happy. I'm stuck. I don't know. I feel like somebody took some haste, did some risky shit for some money. And they're trying to hold on to it. They don't want to let it go. And what they were trying to do was they were trying to avoid all for stability. Look at that. There go that Ace of Pentacles again. And now they're in regret and they're heartbroken because, listen, it goes right back. I've got the triple deck, so it goes right back to what I just said. They're upset because it almost feels like somebody realizing it in hindsight. Like, damn, I did all of this. Because, like, they did all of this work against you, all for it to not pan out the way that they, had anticipated it. Because they didn't really think this whole thing through. They just thought they could bully their way into the situation and, you would just fold. Now there's a realization that they may be losing their home. So they're trying to get in good with you. It ain't going to be successful though. It don't matter. They want you to let your guard down, but it ain't going to be successful. Now I do have the energy. Now this is interesting because I do have the energy. I feel like there's somebody who wants to come towards you. Somebody who genuinely has love for you. I feel like they have some information. because this is not upright and this is not upright. So I have somebody who may want to come towards you with some information about this ace, this new opportunity, this windfall, right? But this is going to require a level of discernment on your part. It's going to require some discernment on your part. I'm kind of like looking at the circles and I'm like, I don't know. Because even as I come down, I was going to say, don't shoot the messenger. Like, don't shoot the messenger. Because there is somebody here that wants to bring in they want to bring in some clarity for you. And it's somebody that has love for you. It's like they want to tell you about something. About these other people. Now, I'm trying to figure out, like I've said it in other readings, I'm like, I don't know. Because I kind of feel like they may not have been directly involved with whatever this is, but they knew about it. So I don't know. I feel some kind of way because I'm like, if you knew about it, then you should have told me about this shit a long time ago. And if your ass was stupid enough to fall for some bullshit because you didn't really know me, then you should have fucking asked. Sorry. You should have asked. But this mother figure might have been hell convincing. You know? She speaks with forked tongue. I really only feel like she wants to come towards you, especially if this is the mother figure. I feel like she only wants to come towards you because it's like if she knows that this ace is being presented to you soon, let me get in good with the collective before they get it so that when they get it, I'm still in the fold while they're in possession of it. So they are really worried about that. Let's see, wait. Yeah, I would not fall for that. I wouldn't fall for that. We go right back to this. The main reason this child, they just want control. This person it's crazy because this person, I said it before these cards even came out. I'm like, this person wants the 10 of Cups, but they ain't even really thought about what the 10 of Cups means to them. They've just been trying to control. This person feels like a control freak. Because I don't know, it's like this person feels like, it's like I want to control the outward appearance of what my life looks like to other people. This person really is worried about being judged. You know, when you go through an ego death, you don't really give a shit about stuff like that. Because baby, what you're judging in me is probably what you're judging yourself. So, okay. And I feel like this person, they've been working themselves to death trying to control. Remember when I said earlier, I was like, whatever this person has been doing against you in the background, whether it's spoken word, whether they paid a practitioner, whether they're actively doing juju, whatever, you always have the ability to alchemize that energy. So even if somebody is projecting weird shit into your head or it makes you doubt yourself or whatever, you push through. I feel like this person is that's why they feel so defeated, because they keep trying to do all this shit and it's not working. It doesn't affect you. Again, it doesn't affect you because you're not living on the same timeline that they're dealing with that's why literally trying to affect your relationship. Look, they wanted to end your relationship. I said it in the last reading. They wanted to end your relationship so that you would lean on them, need them, be codependent on them. Yeah, and the whole thing, I said they've been disloyal to they've been disloyal to you the whole time. So I would help you. Why? So somebody's getting negative karma while you move on towards your next cycle. Like, this is done. Like, the cycle has been closed out, and I don't think this person is aware of that just yet. But they're being made to see. Okay, now this is interesting. Remember when I said, and I'm always going to say this, it's important to know what your Ten of Cups is. I feel like this person is now having to reflect, because they're really thinking about it. So I don't know how this person may have operated in their own relationship dynamics. Look at that. Oh, look at that. This is interesting. So I have an energy out here. I'm going to try to, because I have lots of layers of cards here, so I'm going to try to read it all. So it kind of looks like somebody who, now they're really seeing clearly again. It's important to know what your Ten of Cups actually consist of. And I feel like they're being kind of made to see, or needing, they're in a position, or they have been positioned to see, or to look at something from a different perspective about what real happiness looks like, what that entails. Not just like, this is like genuine happiness and love versus the appearance of happiness and love. Because this gives me somebody who's, this almost feels like somebody who gets involved in a relationship, because now that I'm like looking at it, it's like this relationship, whatever that they were previously involved in, it looked like it was built or based on control. My way or the highway, emotional manipulation, not really taking the time to really look at what a healthy relationship actually is. They thought, like, if we look like the picture perfect couple, then it would be perceived by everybody else that we're good and we're the picture perfect couple, right? But the reality is, remember when I said in the last reading, I'm like, the more that you and your partner, if your partner, the more that you and your partner succeed and you're happy and you're just living your life, minding your business, your relationship actually casts a brighter light onto this person to show just how dysfunctional their shit really was / is, has been. Because I definitely see where this person may have been, I don't know, like, this is like, it's interesting because this almost feels like the energy of, this is disloyalty, and these are lies. And okay, I feel like I'm about to expose some shit, and it ain't my place to expose it, but I'm just gonna read the cards. So I also have the energy of, like, say, see, that's the problem. Maybe that's why, okay, if you're intuitive, especially if you're intuitive and if you are a tarot reader, and I'm saying that because I got the High Priestess out here twice. If you're intuitive, you may have spoken about, because I have the Ace of Swords out here twice, and he's right in this area of this disharmony and infidelity, because I do see where there is her lack of accountability. This right here is just, this is just lies and cheating for me, right? Just right here in this sector. intuitively, or you may know something about someone else's relationship, like this mother figure. You may know something about the relationship that you, okay, this is somebody who poses, this is, I'm doing it for the gram. I mean, I don't have timing on this, and Instagram hasn't been around that long, but you know what I mean, right? We're doing it for appearances. But you may have spoken something or communicated something, or you know something about the dynamic of their relationship, or whatever relationship this parental figure had been in. You know an element of the relationship. You know the reality of it. You know the truth about, like, maybe some kind of infidelity or something, or some type of third party something. You may know something about that. You may know something about that, and you may be communicating something about that. My brain is on fire right now because I'm like, I know some shit and I've never actually talked about it on camera. I've never talked about it on camera, I don't think. I don't think I've ever talked about it on camera. But it's out here. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, ooh. And I'm not really going into detail, but I see it. Oop, justice. So somebody is getting karma. And it's appropriate. Baby. What did I say yesterday? I was like, your people, your ancestors, your spirit team, when I say that you are protected, because here's your new cycle, here's the end, the world, okay, the way in the tarot, the order of the cards, the last three cards, or the last two cards on the first card of, going into the first cycle, into the next cycle, is Judgment, the World, and the Fool. I have Judgment, the World, and the Fool in that order. In that order. Now, the way the cards are circling around this is your new beginning. And this mother figure who has been trying to affect your new cycle cannot, because literally you're protected. Like this circle, remember when I said yesterday, I was like, it was kind of like a circle, the way like the outer energy around you and your new cycle, it's being protected. Like even here with the Hangman, it's like, here's your new cycle, and here's the Hierophant, and here's the Hangman, and it's kind of like no, you can't come over here. We're closing out the cycle. We've learned all the lessons. Collective has learned all the lessons from the previous cycle. They know what they need to know. And above all, you know the truth. Till the moon in the reverse. You know the truth. This is hilarious. I said it yesterday, and it's out here again today. If you are partnered, your union is protected. If you are partnered, your union is protected. Don't worry. And if you are not partnered, what this looks like is your new start, your new cycle, whether you're partnered or not, you're still embarking on a new cycle. This person just wants to kind of control. It's like they want to control your movement because they really don't want you to move on. But your decision, usually when the Lover's card comes out, I don't talk about the whole, oh, you've got two people to choose from, and I'm never going to say that. Because the two people that you should be choosing, the two people that you choose between is yourself, what you want, versus what someone else wants. Okay. And I'm always going to encourage you to choose what it is that you want. Choose what's best for yourself. Stay loyal to yourself. You're so tapped in and you know it. You know it, and so do they. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. Karma. God is protecting you. Listen. And this person, and the reason why they're getting karma is because they haven't learned any lessons. They haven't evolved. They haven't grown. They choose not to do anything. They're doing, and then everything that they do is for the wrong reason. This person is goofy as hell. Listen, this person has been, I want to say they have repetitively been doing like moon magic over the course of these moon cycles. This person may, if this is, I have strong mother energy. I mean, I do have counterparts out here, but I got strong maternal energy out here. This woman has been doing moon magic. This woman has, and I don't necessarily, let's see. Okay, they may have contracted through a practitioner. I'm telling you, it keeps coming out. It don't matter what cards I use, or if I'm using oracles or if I'm using tarot. They're doing something to affect your partnership, because your partnership has something to do, is very pivotal. Like if you're in a partnership, that partnership has a lot to do with like whatever destiny holds for you in the next, in the next cycle. They're definitely trying to affect that. Now, here's the other side. Somebody here has been performing moon magic, and because it's like backfiring, it might be aging someone severely. Like, they could be trying to do like moon magic to where they have like glamour magic and trying to affect your beauty, whatever, baby. It's drying this person up like a prune. Drying them up like a prune. So whatever like I said, whatever they've been trying to throw at you, none of it is successful. None of it is successful. I'm telling you, karma on this end, and in this deck, judgment is karma. And I got judgment out here 3 times. So they're getting karma for trying to mess with your partnerships or relationships, because I got the Lovers card out here 3 times. I got judgment out here 3 times. So this person has been it's like back to back. They keep I'm telling you, they just keep getting hit. They're getting hit in a bunch of different areas, but they keep getting hit. It's like one by one. Like you get hit with this thing. Bam, you're getting hit with that thing. You get over this, bam, you're getting hit with something else. They can't touch you. They cannot touch you. They can't touch you. I'm telling you, when I said they've been doing moon magic, baby, the moon is out here 3 times. They cannot touch you. Yes. And so even the practitioner that they've been dealing with, the practitioner is getting mollywopped too. And they worry. They are worried because I feel like they may have paid a practitioner to unalive you. They may have paid a practitioner to unalive you, but it was unsuccessful. You're protected. I got a lot of moon magic out here. It's crazy. I got a lot of moon magic out here. They have not been able to affect you. Yeah. Oh, the tower. Yep, see? The devil and the devil. Yeah, they were trying to do all kind of weird like they were trying to do all this moon magic or whatever. I feel like they were trying to, cuz here it feels like somebody was trying to do moon magic to have your partner looking at you sideways. That's what this looks like here. They wanted your partner to be looking at you sideways. And they may have, I have said this before, they may have paid somebody to come in and try to like slide in as a third party or something, trying to like interrupt the flow of your relationship. But it didn't work. So even if they did send somebody in to try to like get next to your partner or whatever, it didn't work. Like they may have wanted your partner to be disloyal to you, and then this kind of feels like here being like in this weird space of confusion, like I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. Again, they could be flattered by the, oh, you so cute and da 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 da, and then hee hee, whatever. They're kikiing, but again, still regardless, they end up rejecting whatever that is. So again, like I said, it doesn't work. It didn't work. Unsuccessful. And because it was unsuccessful, tower. So they wanted then. So it's kind of like going back and forth. I feel like they've been going back and forth. They try to go after you, and they try to do stuff to you, and it doesn't work. So then they try to lean towards your partner, and then that shit don't work. Silly rabbit, we're both protected. What are you doing? You wasting your time focusing on us when you could be focusing on your own shit. Go get your happy and stay out of mine. You know? It's weird. Folks are weird. They got way too much time on their hands. Alright, let's play with the weird real life tarot deck. Oh. Catfish and a game. So maybe somebody here was trying to catfish. Maybe they catfished your partner. Somebody here could be a gamer. Maybe somebody here was trying to gaslight you. Or they may have tried to do that to gaslight. Yeah, but this is still you, so. Oh, gaslight you with a bag of shit. Because this is the bag of shit to me. This is trash. Whatever this is, trash. There's that Bitcoin again. It's called shitcoin on the card. Shitcoin blockchain. Shitcoin. Uh-oh. A ghost moving back in. A comfort pet. Okay, remember when I said the other day when I used this deck and I was like, somebody might be trying to poison your food? I'm still getting that because I have the food and then the trash and then I have this syringe down here. So pay attention. If somebody gives you food, don't eat it. Somebody's been trying to control you. Okay, so if somebody, now remember I said earlier, I was like, somebody's stability is being called into question right now. So if they're losing stability, that's really the only reason why they want to stay connected to you. Again, control. I'm like, I have this remote control. I'm moving back in. I'm like, there's somebody here. I feel like there's this element of wanting control over something. Wanting to move back in, wanting you to move back in, or wanting to move in with you. Ah, yep, and if there's food, I'm telling you, if there's food, if somebody's trying to give you food, don't eat it. Because this is food going into the garbage disposal. Don't eat it. Oh. Now this is interesting. You may have a pet or a comfort pet or like a service animal. You may have a service animal. Or you may have a pet that keeps you calm. Somebody may view you as a conspiracy theorist, like a hyperactive conspiracy theorist. Somebody here may have an addiction to like 5-hour energy. Yeah, this is an energy of somebody who wants to, they fidget. They're jittery. We have somebody here who's kind of jittery. They may live in in a less than desirable environment. They're very fidgety, but they don't do anything. This card keeps coming out. It doesn't matter how, and I shuffled the hell out of these earlier because I didn't use them earlier, but I shuffled them really good this morning. This is somebody who they pretend to be all that in a bag of chips, and they really don't do anything. It's like pretending to be productive, but they're not. They could be a chain smoker. They could be addicted to being beautiful, like trying to maintain their appearance or whatever. They may be very fidgety. They may need medication to stay calm. So they may microdose or may take drugs. Somebody wants to travel. I kind of feel like somebody wants to travel and just show up at your doorstep. Child, don't do that. Don't do that, because I won't even invite you in. Your ass will be sitting on the porch. You can't come into my house. Sorry. But I do have the energy of like, this kind of feels like somebody wanting to just show up at your front door. And they show up at your front door and they're going to be all fucking jittery and shit. Because card's called 25-hour power. They're going to be like all, you know. Yeah, they're living in some kind of virtual reality. Remember when I said you may know, and I said they're addicted to like, you know, appearance and beauty or whatever. Remember when I said that you may have receipts about, like, you know the truth about, well, what did I say? Somebody may be poisoning your food. Child, stay away from that. Stay away from foreign foods. Foods that come from, don't do it. Remember when I said you may know something about this person's relationships, or you may know the truth about some things. You may have receipts. Or I also see something here too. I hadn't thought about this. If somebody has a shopping addiction, I think I mentioned that the other day because I'm looking at all these boxes out here that look like deliveries. You know what this looks like? It almost looks like somebody who may have... It's like buying people's affection. It's like buying people's stuff. in order to kind of keep them close and make them feel like they're indebted to you because you bought me something. It's a weird energy. Somebody here may, like I said, they may have a shopping addiction and they may have to return stuff. The zombie and the ghost. Virtual reality and game. You know what? Remember when I said they may be trying to send you, like they're sending little demons towards you and the demons aren't really at your house, they're at their house? And then we have catfish down here. Remember when I said you may have somebody that may have multiple accounts, like purposely trying to fuck with you? There is somebody who wants to travel. Road trip, passport. They want to travel towards you. You may have ghosted this person. And somebody's crushed by it. So maybe they could be a chain smoker or something like that. They're crushed by the fact that maybe you've ghosted them. Hole in the plan. Something's going on with wherever they live. And they're nervous about it. Honestly feel like this person might not work. They just want to party. They just want to party and look pretty. Somebody here may have addictions. And they may suffer from anxiety. Revolving door. So maybe the revolving door and this crushed, this is like a giant, looks like Godzilla stepping on Cupid. I don't know, this right here, it kind of feels like somebody who, there's a nervousness, chain smoker, this chain smoking in the 25 hour power. It may cause like their insides to be, I don't know, like maybe they may have like stomach issues. Somebody here may have stomach issues. Like everything could be like all, like emotionally they could be like all wound up. Nervousness, chain smoking, living in undesirable situations, wanting to come towards you, wanting to travel towards you. But again, moving back, this is somebody who you may have lived with this person in the past. And then maybe they left and now they need to come back. I don't know. Okay. Where are we time-wise? Ooh, we're already over an hour. Okay. Someone's home life is in turmoil. Sage your home. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that as soon as I get off. Someone's throat chakra. Oh yeah, because remember I said you may know something about somebody's life and they don't want you to actually talk about that shit. Someone's stuck in the past. Somebody has selfish, greedy, and entitled behavior. Dark energy. They may be in a dark energy. Leo could be significant. Somebody's in a mental prison. Someone's also cyber stalking you. They're self-absorbed and possessive. Could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. There's temptation. Somebody might be tempted by dark energy. Someone's heartbroken. You're in the public eye or being seen. Divine timing is at play. Your ex may be involved. Somebody here is misogynistic. They knew the truth the whole time. They were a traitor. Someone's mask is falling off. They can no longer hide. They're afraid that you'll reject them or their offer. Family members are involved. Illness is a part of their karma. The lies are coming to the surface. The month of January may be significant. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius. We have a spiteful woman. Archangel Michael is out here. As always, someone is digging into your past, looking for incidents of unfaithfulness. Someone's blaming you for their losses. Someone wants to keep you distracted. The month of August may be significant. Could be dealing with a Leo or a Virgo. All is not what it seems. Someone's trying to ruin your reputation with slander. Somebody does things with an expectation of what they'll get in return. Could also be dealing with an Aries or someone with a big ego. Someone's using distraction magic. We have a wolf in sheep's clothing. Family, again, is significant. The family may know the truth. They need your input to create. They need your energy or input to create. And you have fake friends. So your ex, your family members and family, your ex, Leo, Virgo, Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra. Somebody may have a sex addiction. Okay. Ask for help. Low vibes. If you have a question, the answer is maybe. Assert yourself. Soulmate connection. Pay attention to the warning signs. Someone's imbalanced. We have financial improvements. Ending. Something's coming to an end. Set boundaries. On the horizon, ask more questions. Someone is envious. Shift your focus. 616-515. Romance is yours. 717. Relationship improvements. Be confident. Harvest. 999. 123. 66, 616, 166, 177 or 1777, 225. Time to forgive. It's not personal. 666. Reflect. Think it through. Take a trip. The time is now. Walk it off at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I have January the 9th out here twice. January the 14th. I have February the 3rd, February the 9th, February the 12th, February the 14th, and February the 25th. I have March 6th out here 3 times. March the 2nd, March the 12th, March the 19th, March the 24th, and the 25th. I have no dates in April. I have May the 6th out here twice, May the 7th, May 15th, and 16th. I have June the 3rd, June the 6th, June 5th, June 14th and 15th, June 24th and 25th, June 19th, and June 12th. I have July the 5th, July the 7th, July 11th, July 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and July the 21st. I have no dates in August, but we know I had August out here for Virgo and Leo, so take that how it resonates. I have September the 1st, September the 2nd, September the 9th is out here twice. September the 12th, the 19th, the 14th, the 23rd. I have no dates in October. I have November 7th out here twice, November the 21st. And then I have December the 2nd, December 3rd, December 6th, December the 9th is out here twice, December the 14th, December the 19th, and Christmas, December the 25th. Okay, let's look at some dice, and then I'm gonna wrap. Alright, what do we have? I have Taurus, Cancer, and Scorpio. I have Jupiter. I have Mars, and I have the South Node. I have the 5th house, which is traditionally Leo, and the 8th house, which is traditionally Scorpio. And Scorpio's out here with Mars. So, yeah. And Mars is in Scorpio right now. So, there's that as well. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own story, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm. I love you guys, and you know I appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with me today. I don't know, I got a little bit more time. I actually got a lot of work done today. I started really early this morning. So I don't know, maybe I might squeeze in a third reading. Maybe we squeeze in one more reading today. Yeah, I think I can. All right, guys, I love you. Maybe I'll see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye.